Definitely something to work with here. NaVi tries to just tuck all the way back, but he's so low on health. tabseN, will he clear the corner? He doesn't. NaVi takes 2 in quick succession.
Oh my. Man's on 3 HP. But he's gotten himself 2 kills on the pistol, and Axel might want to do something a little bit ill here as well. Swings out onto Hyped, tagging down the second man. 2 for 2 as they all clean up together. A nice bundle of frags to claim the initial pistol round versus Big.
Shiro with the MP9. Needs to be a little careful, but the MP9 is so good close quarters. He gets the fight at the right time, takes a dink through. Eventually, faveN finds the trade, but still, Cloud9 staying on top.
At this point, it's a 4 versus 2. You can really just play the long-range angles. You know you've got the better weaponry for this. Yeah, first contact on the angle, spams up faveN, leaving him on 14 HP, relays the information to the rest of the team. They can set themselves up. Buster watching from the connector, but his head's been blown off. The deagle starts to make you think maybe there's a chance to keep this round alive. Bomb planted now.
Teams getting the bomb down is impressive in this position. I think faveN might have too much to do. He gets close to another kill, but Axel able to run him down. So Cloud9 stay on top, but a couple of kills for Big and a bomb plant.
NaVi playing around this, pushing up, but he's been dinked on the edge of the smoke. faveN caught some timing, works with it, but now just 2 players trapped on a bomb site. The 1M4 of tabseN has to go massive. It needs to be a gargantuan round, but he's been slammed down by Shiro. All on Crimbo. Back at the bomb site with a deagle, hits 1. Left in the 1v1 now. Shiro jumps up on top, and the movement catches him. Crimbo not able to win out there. Good for the 1-for-1, but no commit on the spray, and faveN slays him, leaving it in a 3 versus 4 with map control being pushed and fought for by Cloud9. You've bled out from the B bomb site. You're close towards middle, and this is going to get messy. Hyped on the AWP, quick for the first shot. Dives back. Same can be said about Shiro as he recoils and sets up, looking for the distance. He'll be behind them. They have no reason to clear this. He'll hear the audio cue of them dropping down. He can turn and burn them. Hyped. He's gone for the slow drop. Wants to try and clear the angle, but 13 seconds left. This is looking rough as Axel denies it.
That's it. Nothing faveN can do, and he even goes down. Cloud9 off to a fantastic start here on their CT side.
24 seconds on the clock. Buster could be all the difference they need for Cloud9, and as they execute out NaVi in the back, stabs onto Keto. tabseN with the trade. Actually good for 2. Starts to make you think this round could be made up for Big, but the bomb's dropped. Goes flying into connector. 9 seconds on the clock. Everything was in the palm of their hands, but now they're getting palmed off as Axel beats them down. Hyped with that last second shot. Clutches it out. They're going to be the first contact here, but Hobbit put on a pedestal when he punishes as he pops off with 2. Striking against tabseN and faveN into the back line. It's Keto, but it's a no-go as Axel will stop him then and there. All on Crimbo and Hyped now with a final 44 seconds. Crimbo, good for 2. Drops the Molotov to block the push as well. And this is a very low Cloud9 team, burning in the flames as well. They're peeking into him. He's just going absolutely nuclear. The man's cleaning up. Mop and bucket. It's all on Crimbo. 28 seconds left on the clock. Peeks back in, and he's going to finish it off. That is an unbelievable round from Big.
There's no way Crimbo wins that. It all went so horribly wrong initially, but 1v5, Crimbo finds the first 2 in quick succession, and then they try and peek him, but he just dismantles them, and he keeps his cool at the end, goes back to an angle to reload. Look at the reaction. Crimbo can't quite believe it himself.
Oh, he is ecstatic. Drops the scream as well. That's what you want to see because it was mean. It was absolutely obscene.
Now they've got to keep their cool. They're going quick in this one.
Oh, the Mac 10 of Crimbo denied instantly, and they have run straight into the abattoir defense of the A site, turned into just chunks of meat all over the floor. Off the back of the hype you had in that prior round, now all of a sudden you're staring death in the face. A 2 versus 4 as tabseN at least finds 1 kill back onto Buster.
Problem is, as soon as he fires, Hobbit might just swing. Indeed, he does. tabseN able to trade here, so it's actually somewhat doable now in the 1-on-2. Tries to fake out that bomb. Eventually, Axel plays his angle to perfection. Cloud9 instantly bounce back. And for Big, that's got to be a bit frustrating. You just win an incredible round.
Attempting to collapse back on the B bomb site as Keto comes in with a first shot. Miss from Shiro as well. Reposition, 40 caught an angle, but suddenly all the bullets are landing, and Cloud9, it's a very rainy day for them.
So we're relying on that AWP to take the first contact, and Shiro, unfortunately, missing that opportunity. As this is now a little obvious. Cloud9 should be prepared on the whole, but Hobbit goes down. Now Buster feels uncomfortable. He has to move forward, but Hype's ready for him. Out of nowhere, Big find a couple of entries into this bomb site. There is still Shiro sitting, lying in wait. And that time is starting to become an issue here. Big know they've got to get that bomb onto the site. I don't know if they know about Shiro, though. They have no idea. He denies, and there's simply no time. They have to play for elimination, but it's not doable. Cloud9 steal away the round. All they need is Shiro, the sneaky devil in the back of the bomb site.
Axel drops the smoke just as they're playing contact on a walk-up. Crimbo uses the opportunity to swing. NaVi on the off angle, slaying and spraying. Claps his way through two of them. But they bought enough time, they've created enough space, and Hypes was lurking back towards T-Spawn. That's just a tag onto Hobbit. He has to switch to the P250 and pop him, but he's struggling. This is buying a lot of time. It's making it awkward. Eventually, commits on the kill. The CTs now might want to back off from this. They went for a boost up over the smoke. There was nothing for Shiro to see. Buster plays close just in case they push in, but now they're recoiling. A 6th round will be guaranteed for Big.
Solid round from Big, though. It's all about that Crimbo entry, really.
Ooh. Oof. Oh,
okay.
Hello. Hype's coming back in.
Solid shots. Bomb's been left behind, and Axel wins that fight. A bit awkward for Big, but they still have smokes if they need them. I think they're just going to continue to hold here. Nice work from Faven. Shiro in the clutch, maybe a possibility. Hyped is so trained on his angle, though.
Considering the start we had here with, what, 5 rounds on the spin for Cloud9?
Ooh, big gap there. Faven will try and look for fights.
He's found his way in, but this time it's Hobbit in a prime position. He's tucked back into the angle Shiro was playing previously, but they will be aware of it. Won't matter though, he still gets one before he's sent off to the Burns ward, and it's Hype that cannot ward off any more of the Big clan. All on Crimbo. Can he do it once again and repeat history here on a B bomb site? This time it's harder. They've got guns and he's only got 25 seconds. Switches out to the AWP. Knows he's got to get this plant at some point, trying to bait them to challenge him. Sees the AWP of Shiro, but he's quicker, as they will get the 8th round at the end of the first half. Where's this going to go in the sequel?
And they're switching over to the CT side. Normally more difficult to play the CT side on this map, and they are down. So Big need to step it up here. They've got some early utility to try and gain ground. And they've gone 1 for 1.
And this is wild. They are swinging into it immediately, and it's caused the rotation and reaction into the A site, but this is looking lethal as Hyped claps in with 2. The dual Berettas finding stereo frags, and all of a sudden, it's just Shiro in a 1v4. Gonna have about 19 seconds as this smoke fades, and this is where it's gonna get iffy. tabseN is watching for the peak. He'll be first contact, and he will not miss that bullet.
Really nicely done from Big there. Instead of just trying to hold all angles individually, Faven trying to do what he can, but Hobbit sneaking into the smoke, hits the headshot. And now tabseN with that one rifle, needs to fight back. He brings it back with 2 kills, and Big have the man advantage now.
Terrifying breakneck speed turn from tabseN to give himself 2 frags into the round and force the issue into the A site. Crimbo wanted to get up close with the SMG, put it to good use, but it couldn't be done. And this is prime for Axel. He's just running in and causing carnage, creating all the space they could dream for. And tabseN now forced into an awkward clutch round, and he is beheaded by Axel. Crimbo, though, Talking of positions, he's going to be up close and personal. Tries to get the contact to back off, wanted to play with the nades, but instead slays with the SMG. But they've taken the site. Hyped, meanwhile, earlier in the round, was able to at least find one frag on the AWP, but he was dinked down to 44 HP, and they're funneling themselves in. You thought it was just Tabson on a solo mission, but he completes that one, putting the bullet to the brain. Shiro, with a trade back, leaves Tabson insane in the round, and it's not looking good as they're all going down. Shiro has to clutch onto this. There's the Hype's AWP in the back, takes the pot shot, but misses it. Quick flick down on a wall bang, and big recover.
Couple of key fights in that round. I think it's massive that Crimbo's actually able to get at least one kill on the hold.
The longer this game goes on, the more it looks like it's going to be a slobber knocker with how they're trading rounds. But Hyped, he's got to stand tall at the back of the site, finds the first adjustment onto NaVi, repositioning as well, paranoid about the peak, up on top of the elevated angle, spanning through the smoke. It's Buster. That's 2 frags without even seeing anyone into the round for Cloud9, and it's made a world of difference. Faven, eyes in the back of his head, realizes this, but he's still going to be left dead as Hobbit with the SMG strikes against him. Tabson, he's got to have a monstrous round now, Hawker.
He's flushing out all these angles, but Hobbit hits the headshot. It looked doable for Tabson, but all out for Hyped. Rifles across the board. They decide they do want to take some initiative early. Tabson having a look down below. He's trying to flank, but he doesn't realize Hobbit's on the other side. Crimbo trades, but he gets sprayed straight through the smoke.
Buster with a blockbuster kill puts them in pole position now in the round. Ooh, Faven. I do love the smoke. You can play around this. NaVi, is he ready with the read? Faven on the adjustment, puts himself up on the elevated peak. They're right next to one another, but they're not going to be able to spot each other out. Oh, he's going to walk in as well, starting to set his focus on the A-bomb site now. Just holds in case Faven comes back. Should have heard the audio cue. Aggression into the site. Hyped. He's got to be the difference maker. Crosshair baited off the first. Shiro with a fast trade. Bomb going down. NaVi will slay back onto Keto, and it is all about Faven.
They're already on the back foot. They're already behind in rounds. The economy game also against them. And this opening move, it's risky to do anything into mid. And you see just that B-hop round the side. Make it as hard as possible to hit that first shot.
Crimbo lying in wait, wants to strike. Faven with the first bullet to the brain for Axel, and Crimbo, he's running it back. The Deagle Blaze lighting him up. Oh, he's gonna hit it straight to the face of Buster, leaves him down in the dirt. It's all on Hobbit, but he will be in a world of hurt as Crimbo secures that one. Keto, oh, he's been so crisp in the connector, especially in the first half, but here it's all about Faven the Fantastic as he frags his way through them and gets 2 kills on the board, leaving us in a 3 versus 3 with just under 44 seconds on the clock. Axile.
It's not an easy one to clear for Cloud9 here, and Tabson hits the first, traded instantly. Crimbo still in position, he drops the bomb, and that is it. The time was too low for Cloud9. And big with another round win. This one is continuing to heat up here. And Shiro has found something. Hyped though, fights ahead of the smoke. Bomb will be planted. Crimbo lands the shot. Now Cloud9 could be in trouble. They need to step up here. Axel playing down below. Oh, Crimbo swings in with the dig, and it's up to Shiro.
Shiro. He tried to re-aggress. He was walking in, but Hyped puts the 3 rifles, one of them a scavenged AK. Tabson, advanced angle here though, pushed up playing around the edge of the smoke, thought he would get himself a freebie, but he's taken down by Hobbit with this shot. Oh, good for 2 as well. And this is a really rough round. Big, they are in a living nightmare now.
Keto would have to go crazy on the B-bomb site if they do indeed decide to push it.
They could funnel themselves into middle. Crimbo, he's been a lanimal. This man's been an absolute lunatic, and here on the angle, he hits the first as Axile breaks, the wheels come off, Shiro trades to silence them there. So again, manpower advantage. Hyped up close with a P250, spam down upon. He falls, and it's all about Keto now. He's got to come out of his cage and do something insane. Wants to peek as well. Crosshair placement nearly in the right spot, but NaVi will hit the shot. And that's match point, Hawker.
tabseN's rotating back to B, though. Oh, is it a commitment?
Oh, trying to ruse them. But NaVi, he just wants to abuse them. Hits the first headshot on the AK. Buster taking down Keto as well. And this is really looking rough, at least. The fast flick from tabseN hits the man in the smoke, but Shiro again with a worldie of a shot. A fast face puts the bullet right between the eyes for tabseN and takes him down. Hyped, he's not going to be ready. Why would there be a man so close in your face already in CT spawn as Hobbit has born themselves into another round here? 16 is just a few seconds away unless Crimbo has anything to say about this, but he's walking into the face from Shiro, the hero of the game. He's been so sick with the AK, and again, he will blow the brains out as Cloud9 will secure that one. Oh, that was such a tight affair. So many twisting rounds.
And now what's the call as well? You're looking at big in this retake. They've got a kit to work with for Crimbo. They've got one flash and one smoke, but time is starting to tick, and the numbers favoring that of C9 on the post plant. Everything should fall in their favor. Buster's low, but up close and personal. Axel will fall, and they might even start to attempt the bomb.
Time ticking away. tabseN tapping his way through them. Hyped as well. Hits the headshot, and this is all coming up big. They're on the bomb. Crimbo had the stick, and he will get that one. Hits it like he's Grookey as he gets away with a huge opening pistol round.
They've got to use momentum in their favor. We've already spoken about the slow starts of C9 coming back to bite them. And Crimbo will start off round number 2 pretty well, but Axel answers right back.
Oh, this is just a bloodbath for control of ramp. They've got a single kit as well. That's in the back pocket of Crimbo, but it's tabseN that comes down like a ton of bricks, hits them straight in the face as Buster is removed from the equation. And this is not going to be an easy retake still, though. Look at the off angle. Hobbit in a very cheeky position, and he wants to laugh his way to the bank and secure this round. Flash comes over as well, peeks off the contact. tabseN again swings, turns on a dime, and finds that one. They've got to jump on the bomb now. Crimbo will make his move as NaVi backs off and gives this one up.
So, NaVi keeping over a Khalil, but I think a bomb blow on 2 kills.
It'll be a late execute once again. But the executioner has to be Axar. He's got the hood on, but can he slay with a blade? Peeks up on top of the elevated position. Takes down Keto. Bomb being planted now. And Shiro assists as well. The scoped assassin really is dealing damage, but FaZe's fast and he's aggressive. Buster stops it there. Shuts the door in his face and leaves it in a 2 versus 2. You've got the scope watching the cross. Aggression from Buster goes cleared by Crimbo. He's had a hell of a game already. He's gone for the push-up. Oh, there's the face from Crimbo. 3rd frag in a round for him and a 4th secured for big in the clutch.
Another huge one from Crimbo. I mean, this guy going 1 for 1, even that seems like a good trade with how he's positioned. Crimbo deleted, Hobbit up close. This guy starts to come alive. The hype for 1, looking for a second. Will be treaded out by NaVi, and now there's space for Cloud9 over towards his top side.
FaZe, if he wants to put big on the 5, he's got to really come alive in the round. Tucks into the off angle, attempting to play anti-flash. Keto, he's already been spotted, and NaVi clears it. Shiro with the last shot as Cloud9 put themselves on the board.
It's a really clean round, really well played. And this is what we saw in...
Looking for the quick boost into the elevated spot as well. That's FaZe with a FAMAS. He hits the frag onto Axar. Trade back as Buster is becoming an animal in the round. He's already got 2, and he's playing for the post plant now. But the FAMAS actually really ripping its way through them. This is a 3-on-2. Shiro on the peak. He hits the man in the back. That takes down Keto. Tag onto the second as well. The spray from Buster's good for the finale. And that is a 4-round
over towards Blast TV as well. The vote of will we see C9 versus FaZe in an LCQ final? 57% saying yes, and I gotta say, I have to agree with them. However, C9 trying to speed up the process. A double for Axel. 1 for Hobbit 2. And leaves FaZe and Keto in an audacious 2 versus 4 to keep the lead in their favor.
If they don't clear the angles, they get drawn between the lines. It could all go wrong quite quickly. Buster with a crouch clear. Looked like he gave up the goose, but he still finds the frag, and FaZe is let loose for 2, but that's all he's good for. And Keto battling towards the B side, but suddenly Cloud9 come alive as they find 2 of the frags. Axel's put himself up top as well, but his head's exposed, and FaZe will cut it clean off, shaving his way back into the round. 3-on-3, 6 seconds on the clock. He's got to commit. If you can get him off the bomb, you'd win the round, but Shiro denies it with a tech. they can't find this first kill, Quito could deny the push, but it's about hyped. And the back of the site hits the shot onto Shiro. And pressure's really applied now. There's the tag. Scout connecting in unison. And it's all on Buster, who has been broken clean open by tabseN's Deeg. It's the first on the NaVi. The bomb now scurrying towards the site in the dying moments. The final 13 seconds. Scoped assassin and hyped. Punishes as he plays his card. tabseN locks down at middle as well. And your last attempt is that Hobbit plants the bomb. Instead goes for the bait. Hits the first and the second. No chance into the 1v1 and no time to get the bomb down either. So that will be Big's round.
Oh, it's rough, really is, and you look at it as well. Question marks over towards C9. I think they just overcomplicate. This is a really nice setup from Big as well. The second Quito hears contact, they can park up and are smoking towards front stairs. It's simple utility, but it's so effective. It's one that all players should be taking in towards their MM game. Swing off the back of the flush as well, that's brilliant. Simple counter-strike, quick trades coming through, and Quito, all he has to do is stay alive. Make sure there's no peaks given over. He can take util. It does not matter because time is starting to tick, and he knows that C9 couldn't get enough of it. 2 versus 3. And already, I think they might just be calling this miss flash coming through. Makes it all the more better. Big, the round surely won for them, unless Axal can pull off something magical. He's going up close to Purtle. Spotted, dinked. Not quite dropped, though. Remained alive. And trying to cause a ruckus, but time so far ticked. Unfortunately, just not to be. Getting the bomb down seems like a big odds, but actually, they've just done it. It's a 1 versus 2, and it's the youngster of Hype to try and deny. I thought the round was done, but Cloud9, other ideas as Hype needs something monstrous. The new boy in Berlin, but he can't quite do it. Axal has made something work out of nothing. But Favin, he might get overlooked, and he will do. A freebie of a kill for him, and he'll fall away.
Favin backs off. Drops the smoke as well, but they're already ahead of it. He hides behind the AC, calling for the rotation to back him up here at B. Buster in middle, makes a move, takes down tabseN, and it's really getting rough now. It's all down to 2 players, Hyped and Crimbo, that are forced to try and mount this retake. 1 kit, a single flashbang and a smoke. They trade their weapons. Crimbo on the low HP. He's been bogged down, but can he hit the shot? Looking for any sort of opener here. Shiro's waiting for this push to come in. They use the util to try and draw the angle off. A miss shot, but NaVi's good for the trade, and that's a double as he slays a tight half. 8-7, Cloud9 leading. Dream scenario for Vitality, but still some huge orgs duking it out here as Big Clan have to stand strong if they want to get the pistol, but it's looking good for C9. 3 frags found. Hyped and Favin coming back into the round, but look at the flank. Shiro, he's sneaking up, slithering like a boa constrictor, ready to strike, and they're playing close on this one. Favin right in the smoke. It's going to dissipate. He'll be spotted. Tags traded, but no kill connected. Hype in the 1v2, and there's Shiro finally revealing himself for the pistol. Can he hold on to this? Trapped between a rock and a hard place. Looking back on ladder now. Hobbit will clear it, but it's not good enough. Crimbo trades and puts them back into 4-on-4.
It's already enough from Hobbit as well. 1 kill, damage on towards the second, and just relaying info and allowing individuals like Shiro to step up to the plate. Nice shot for him, looking for more as well, and of course he finds it. Hyped. Had no idea what hit him.
He's had some magnificent rounds throughout the RMR, but he's being watched here. Shiro knew where he was coming from, had his eyes laser focused on the elevator peak, hits the shot. Hobbit's playing close on the smoke. He's seen the feet and flicks up to the face as tabseN's now dead. And they reaggress. They put all of their focus on the B-bomb site. Axal's here with the M4. He's getting this read as the flashbang comes over. He calls for the assist from Buster on the elevated peak. Axal doesn't even need the backup. He is the main man. Lifeline of Cloud9 as he finds the frags on the M4. And again, Crimbo in an uncomfortable position. Has the Molotov. Throws it out, trying to cross, but Shiro's laser focused on it. And it will be another round for Cloud9. On fire now as they're racking them up. We know how crisp, how clean he's been. And he's hunting for these kills. Fires off the warning shot here. Time ticking away as well. Bomb about halfway ticked. Axal peeks in, gives up the first. Crimbo continues the pain as he hits another one. Shiro finally gets stuck into the action, but Crimbo is looking to close it. Spams down, removes both of them from the round and keeps them in it. Starves off match point for Cloud9.
Wow.
Behind the sandbags, the Sleep King wants to send them off and tuck them into bed. The nades are doing tons of damage, and NaVi on the read, pushes up, spams to the top of the smoke, finds the head hitbox of Crimbo, And all it is mere tags to force them back. Shiro removed from his position, but he's still confident as he hits that one. NaVi with a follow-up onto Keto, and it's all down to Favon. Traps at middle with a minute on the clock. A 1v5 with Cloud9 looking forward to their match point, series point, and potentially the last chance qualifier final game versus FaZe if they can find one more in this matchup. Minute and 24 on the clock. It could all be decided here if they can hit their shots. Keto, full aggro, planting the bomb now as well and drawing in a rotation. Nice double HE, Cloud9 blowing them off of the bomb site. And tabseN gets a read, but he can't find the frag. He's got to back off and play a better angle. This is C9 looking for this retake now then. They've got the utility for it. Flashbang in the back of Buster. He can throw that one over. Smoke on a bomb as well, so they can try and defuse on it. It blocks off the line of sight for Hype. tabseN, he's really got to be the clothesline. He needs to have a huge play. A missed shot from Hype. It's all going wrong. They jump on the bomb here now to try and draw the FaZe time. It's going to be ridiculously close. They don't know about tabseN. He taps onto the first, finds the follow-up, shuts down Buster. He has denied it and stopped Cloud9 from winning it right here, right now. They did not clear him.
Oh my God, tabseN, experience paying off in dividends. He keeps Big alive, and they're not done just yet. There's still fight left in the old dog right now. But even that itself can be scary. tabseN, nice opener. NaVi caught in no man's land. Had no idea what hit him. Before you know it, tabseN makes it a double. He continues to destroy. Cloud9 are starting to crumble a little bit.
He really brings them back into the game, and here the confidence is in the big camp. Berlin International Gaming running their way in towards the B site. Hobbit is the only one left for C9. With a minute on the clock, he would have to do something unstoppable, and he just wants to hold on to what he's got here, really. This game keeps on going. Big would be 5 rounds away from dragging us into an OT, but it's got to be flawless.
Continues to deliver. Hobbit on the way out. We'll find Keto. Can't double it down. So it's nothing safe for C9, and it's a sigh of relief.
You can't let it slip like this. Just the USP's opening it up, and it really could be the round where Cloud9 end it. Aggression towards ramp. Hyped on the rifle, good for 2, but there's only 2 players left standing on Big and Hobbit. Oh, he's sneaking up. He's coming in on the flank.
But they're still going to leave Favon here towards A. They're going to isolate the fight. It could be risky. It's down to the 1 versus 1. Axel versus Crimbo, and arguably the 2 most proficient rifles in the server. Duke it out to see whether Big stay alive or C9 lock themselves in to the finals against FaZe. I like this call. It's the case of whether he will get it. Axel survives by margins. Crimbo 4. Big. AK scooped up as well. So
just a bit of damage as they do fall back. All 5 still alive. 44 seconds on the clock. Here's the play at B. Axar with 1. Favon, good for the trade. Map control taken. They stake to claim on the site as Favon frags his way through them. tabseN assisting Hobbit and NaVi, the only 2 left.
I think they might just save as well. NaVi sticking around. See if he can make it more expensive. tabseN, though, will fall. But I think with that killing towards Hype, they might just confirm it. No, NaVi, he's going to go poking and prodding, looking to see what he can find. It's a 1 versus 2 against the youngsters. But you're against, essentially, the clutch criminal right now of Crimbo. And this guy normally, statistically, does not lose these, but it's not one for the tally. NaVi might have made it work. There's been questions upon his name, but can he make this one stick? Tap on towards the bomb, and he has a kit to work with, but time is of the essence, and Hype spots no one. And surely, that's his demise. Big live to see another day, and this game is not done giving just yet.
And he is looking for that opening contact. Jumps through, finds tabseN, cuts his way through him, just running in, windmilling. Oh, the follow-up as well. Hobbit with a bullet to the brain as Favon is slayed. NaVi on the P250. He's going to do the same old story. He's put on his Hobbit cosplay as he tucks in. They have no idea that he's in the rear.
And now how does C9 play? They push the smoke. Axel will find 1. Numbers favor Cloud9. And this is starting to crumble. Up close, Crimbo for 1. Looking for yet another. And over to Tetris. Deleted. Shiro doing Shiro things. And it leaves Keto all alone. This man has struggled in towards Vertigo. And a 1 versus 2 to see it out, and just like that, it will confirm it. Ladies and gentlemen, Cloud9 eye up FaZe for a spot in Paris, and it's all down to one more best of 3. It's a replay of ESL Pro League Finals.
We're running back the Pro League Finals with Cloud9 standing strong on Vertigo. They make the lower bracket run. They survive every time.